Or do you have it on silent mode so that you can focus while the messages are stacking up? And most of those messages, some of them might be taken care of by somebody else, or just taking, a question answered right then and there on the spot, but now there's just more opportunities stacking up, driving you nuts. Well, today I'm going to show you how to set up IVR, Interactive Voice Response, so that you can focus on your tattoos and your drawings and whatnot. And then the incoming phone calls will come in, and then Tattoo Now will help filter out each call to go to the right spot and ultimately do the right thing. As a busy tattooer or a business person, you're having your own fights with the phone. Hopefully it's too many calls coming in. But even if the phone's not ringing too much, but if it rings while you're busy tattooing and you can't stop, you don't want to lose those opportunities. So now you might already be using the missed call text back, which is great. It's kind of like a one-size-fits-all where you text back people when you missed a call. But IVR is really amazing. It is having a fully featured system that allows you to completely filter out the way that you would want to. Imagine, press 1 for tattoo, press 2 for piercing, press 3 to apply for a guest position. So that's what we're going to talk about today. I'm pretty excited. First up, I'm Gabe Ripley, computer geek for tattooers since the 90s. And I love to talk, tech, business, and more on the roundtables where everyone in Tattoo Now gets together once a week, or not everybody, but whoever wants to, and once a week on Wednesdays, and then you get to hear everybody's advice. So if you are a part of Tattoo Now, then sign into the members area so you can follow along and create your own IVR. And if not, click pause, click on the links wherever you're watching, sign up, and come on back. Or just watch the tour, and then you can figure out if you want to sign up after. Okay, here we go. Incoming call madness no more. Okay, so as I was talking about, today's topic is IVR, and it's really important because it helps us save time either not being a receptionist, which is amazing because it's not all of us like it, but if you are a receptionist and you love your job, this is going to help make you way more effective. And so let's set up an IVR for a small, simple studio. And you can see here, this is like a quick flow for an incoming query, right? Now, let's just keep it simple. Press 1 for tattoo, press 2 for piercing, and then maybe the second stage will have press 1 for new clients or press 2 for return clients or something like that. One of our clients, Mickey, he already has the individual tattooers, so if you're looking for a tattoo, and then it says press 1 for Mickey, press 2 for artist 2, press 2 for artist 3, and then, as you can imagine, these phone systems, they're awesome. I'm so excited. Like I said, I'm using it myself, so I know exactly how useful it could be for both studios and for artists. So we're going to learn how we could take those incoming calls, we're going to qualify them, filter them, and then forward them to the right person, so that all happens automatically. And then, if the call is missed, the missed call text back will kick in and text people right back. So let's use let's do this. Let's just do this. Okay, so I'm here in a sample studio or sample location. To get to the workflow list, sites and tools, workflows, and we're going to create a workflow from scratch. And we'll start off with our trigger, and if you do a search for IVR here, we can get our start IVR trigger, and I'm going to say a phone number. This is our digital phone line, and if you have multiple ones, you can choose different workflows and automations for different phone numbers. And I'm going to call this 00 IVR 00, so it pops up to the top, IVR, because that's what it is. You always want to make sure you're naming right away. So we start our IVR trigger, and now our first action is, I'm going to scroll all the way, I think it's all the way down here. We have our 4 different options. We're gonna stick with the top 3 here for now, which will be say or play message. And so this is just going to be a simple hello, you have reached, I'll just say Tattoo Now. No, you bet it hurts, excuse me. You bet it hurts. And woman's voice, number of loops 1, perfect. Now the other common input that we'll use is gather input on call. So this is, while this message is playing, people can press buttons. So in this case, we're going to say, press 1 for tattoos, press 2 for piercings, press 3 for whatever, laser removal. Okay. Stop gathering after 5 seconds. I tend to keep the defaults for the most part from here on out. Feel free to explore. Now, after our input, we're going to have our conditions. So do a search here for if, find our if-else conditions. Then this condition is going to be button press. Then we've got 1 tattoos. Now our segment will be IVR gather. And then this is the first one, number 1, input gather on call, digits, is 1. So that's our first condition, our first branch. The second branch will be 2 for piercing. And then IVR gather, digits is 2. And then our last branch will be, what do we have? Laser removal. IVR gather, IVR gather digits is 3. Okay, I'm gonna save this. Boom, boom, boom. I'm actually I'm in the habit of saving often. So now we're going to say or play a message that says, great, we love to tattoo people, amazing clients. So this is just going to say it straight up, and then I will forward you your call. Right, so I'm going to keep, for the sake of this, I'm going to keep these pretty simple. But from here, you know, we could SMS, we could ask, are you a current client? Are you a new client? Are you looking for a walk-in? Etc. In this case, I'm just going to say I'm going to forward you to the appropriate person, and then I'm going to come down here to connect to call. And in this case, because it's a tattoo, I'll send it to artist example 1 and save. And so that will then forward this call to that person. And I'm going to actually name this connect call tattooer. And then likewise for piercing, now let's just say, you know, for piercing we're going to just SMS people back, right? So, and again, this, I'm not saying this is the appropriate thing to do, but for the sake of this demonstration, you know, press 2 for piercing, or maybe, you know, reply here to get your piercing info. Okay, save. So now, as you can see, I could SMS people back depending on how they're behaving right now. We would want to say or play message. Great. We will text you the instructions. You know, and again, I'm not saying that this is exactly what we would be doing for piercing, but maybe it is. And then likewise for laser removal. We've seen it before, this record voicemail. Right now, because this is in beta, these voicemails are going to a spot that's not super easy to find. Probably within a couple of weeks, I don't know when you're watching this video, this will be a better option because it'll show up in our one box. But for now, because this is in beta, I think it only shows up like in the execution log. So let's not use the voicemail. But what'll happen is if you forward the call, so let's just say, you know, we connect to call, and this could be a different user, right? So this will be Gabe Ripley because I'm doing laser. Now, if I have my missed call text back set up, if I miss the call, it'll automatically text them back. But you could see here, because this is inside of our automations, and if you've been playing around inside of the Tattoo Now automations, there's all sorts of things that we could be setting up here. You know, for instance, anybody that's using our AVA, our artificial intelligent virtual assistant, depending on the numbers that they press, we could set them up and say, hey, our Ava is going to be texting you back with the, so that you can have your interactions or whatever, right? Or book your appointments or answer your questions or whatever it might be. So in any event, that is my video that I did in one shot, unrehearsed. And my dog is obviously barking in the background, so I got to take care of him. But I think you have everything you need to get started. Definitely ask any questions, and I'd love to answer them. Okay. Have fun, everybody. Like I said, oh, let me just do this real quick so that you could hear this in action. And I'm going to call my. So this is.
Press 1 for tattoo now. Press 2 for reinventing the tattoo. Press 3 for Paradise Tattoo Gathering and Inspiring.
Press 1 for questions about memberships and courses. Press 2 for questions about shipping and book orders.
Okay, now I'm not going to do that because if I did, I'd be waking people up on the West Coast. But you get the idea. I can't wait to see what you all do with it. Okay, thanks. Sign up.